For me, a gun is a tool and always has been. And really, my gun collection in general really just revolves around the best tool for the job. And if oftentimes I own a gun and it doesn't fit that niche of a tool that as good as another one, I generally get rid of it. I'm not much of a collector, so to say. I buy guns for tools. And there's one particular gun or tool that I believe every American needs, because as we go out in the world, as we leave our homes, oftentimes we find ourselves in places that are far away from home, places that are unfamiliar, places that are more dangerous than home, that kind of thing. And it's good to have a tool just in case you need it, is the saying. It's better to have and not need than need and not have. And the gun I'm talking about is a truck gun. Now, what is a truck gun? Well, to me, a truck gun is a gun that is affordable, can be beaten up a little bit, can withstand some weather, some being thrown around, something that doesn't hold a high value, but is incredibly effective for that role. Well, now, one thing I'm going to tell you, foolish people just leave guns in their vehicle. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is a gun that you can bring to your vehicle, so as you travel in your vehicle, you have this gun in your vehicle. For me, oftentimes it's just a whole side note. If I have to leave a gun in my car, it's going into a safe. I have a safe in my car that is mounted to the metal in the car, the frame of the car. And so just with that said, I'm also going to say, take your stupid stickers off. The ones that say, I have a gun, I'm pro Second Amendment, I love Sig Sauer, or protected by Smith & Wesson, or take those stickers off. It just lets people know you have a gun in your car and they're going to break your window and steal your gun. With that being said, to me, a truck gun is one that when I go on a trip or I'm going somewhere that might be a little dangerous, I bring it with me. It's a gun that I have in my vehicle. And I believe that we are all in this situation where we need something like this. America is a dangerous place. Let's just be really honest about it. It is a very violent place, and it's getting more and more crowded, which is making more and more people more agitated. It's just a good idea. And a truck gun, to me, is not your everyday carry. Because, for example, I may go to my truck and I have my everyday concealed carry weapon on me. But what this is something different. This is some sort of more, like a good example would be an AR would be a great example. A shotgun would be a great example. Kind of the ideal situation would be something like a Mossberg Shockwave is a great option. But you kind of see these are different than your everyday handgun. Oftentimes a truck gun might be something like a 357 Magnum, big giant gun, or a 44 Magnum. There's been a few times where I've been traveling west into the Rocky Mountains or into the desert that having a 357 Magnum on you is a great idea. Comes in real handy against those four-legged predators as well as the two-legged predators. So I'm going to recommend a truck gun being different than your concealed carry gun, kind of fitting a specific niche. So, for example, if I know I'm going to a rough neighborhood, I'm probably going to bring something like a Mossberg Shockwave. If I know I'm traveling west, I'm going to bring something like a 357 Magnum as my truck gun. This is just that extra gun that you have in your vehicle. And again, secured. Don't leave your guns in your car unsecured. It's the number one way people are having their guns stolen. But aside from that, that's what a truck gun is, and that's what it is to me, and I'm definitely going to recommend you get one. A friend of mine, his truck gun is a 30-30 lever action rifle, and I could see the benefit in that. That comes in really darn handy, and very different than his concealed carry gun. So I do want to take a moment and kind of encourage you to put in the comments below, what do you recommend as a truck gun? How do you recommend you carry a truck gun? How do you recommend you secure that truck gun? That kind of thing. Put your comments below. I'd be very curious because, again, it's a tool. I believe it's a very necessary tool for all Americans. It's just kind of how do you find that perfect tool for that particular job of a truck gun. So, but I'm definitely going to recommend everybody get a truck gun, have one, and make it essentially a second tool to your concealed carry gun, something that does something very different, like a rifle, shotgun, that sort of thing. So, again, recommendations, put that below. Do want to take a second and say the most people watch this channel, they are not subscribers. Click that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.